them all how disgruntled you are. No? Okay. I felt like yapping today. I need to feed this sourdough starter today. I've had her out with the intent of making bread for a minute, and I really need to feed her. First thing I make breakfast because I've had a very slow morning, but I need to make breakfast. I'm trying not to skip it. Things have been quite a little bit busy lately. I have spent the last 4 or 5 months digging into UGC, which is user-generated content. And if you don't know what that is, you can just Google it. It's really hard to explain for some reason. It shouldn't be, but it kind of is. Basically, products send me their stuff and I film it organically. It's a really big market right now. I had heard about it 2 years ago and briefly tried to start getting into it, and then I kind of left it by the wayside because I was still at my old job and I didn't have a lot of stuff in my portfolio. A few months ago, after almost a year of grinding and trying to find social media clients for social media management, I decided to dip back into UGC and see what I could do and if I could build up a portfolio. So now I have had several UGC clients and things are picking up a little bit, which is really exciting. But it means I've been a little busier and I've neglected the house this week. So I'm trying to reset this morning and fold a bunch of clothes. I also have to film a little bit and I still have to edit a little bit today. Things are settling into a new normal. I have enough projects that I have work to do every day, which is just way better because it was touch and go for a minute there. I was getting really discouraged. I didn't have enough to do. I was getting frustrated. It was nice initially to have the free time in my life, but after the first 6 months of not being able to find any freelance work, that's when I kind of started digressing a little bit. So I was really excited when things started to pick up again. I'm really grateful. And so now my days are consisting of, I'm still working at the coffee shop a couple days a week. So now I have a couple of local management clients, but right now the bulk of my work has been UGC. So I've been shooting other people's products and I've had a lot more to do. So my days have consisted of taking care of the house, editing, scripting, shooting, scheduling, making schedules, brainstorming, things like that. And to say that out loud is really cool because that is my dream. That's the goal, is to be able to be at home and to create in a flexible way. Hi. I was kind of come alive in the autumn and it's been feeling really nice outside. We've got the house decorated. Christmas is coming. I wanted to get back into filming. I've honestly been too busy. You make what you want to happen. Hello? I wanted to get back into filming some things because I've just been feeling a creative itch, which I do typically in the fall feel more productive and creativity. And so I've been wanting to write more. That's my foot, dude. I've been wanting to film more. I've been wanting to kind of document more. So I was MIA for a little while, just figuring it out. And now I have more work and I have things to actually share. So a day in my life is not just me fervently searching for work. So that's really nice. The plan currently is to turn on Marvel's Hawkeye series because it's lightly Christmassy and I really miss New York. I'm going to fold and put away all these clothes and then I'm going to shoot some stuff that I need and then I'm going to get a coffee as a reward. This is a mug that I painted a few months ago. My problem is I always pick up coffee, so I don't often make it at home, hardly. In fact, I not even often. I don't own a coffee maker. I genuinely do not make coffee at home. Wow, I kind of thought that would fill it partially and then I would fill it up more later. So I cannot believe that fit perfectly. Anyway, so I've started utilizing my mugs that I have at home because clearly I have so many. I just spilled up. That was the epitome of I feel in movies when people are making a point and they swing a wine glass around or something and just splash it out. That's exactly what just happened. This is a cinnamon roll latte from Brunch Collective in Spring Hill, Tennessee. So I did get a lot done. I got all the clothes folded and put away, and I am in the middle of filming some extra B-roll for a project. I've got to get this little bit of filming done, so I'm going to finish that, and then I might take a little nap, because if this migraine doesn't go away with this caffeine, I'm going to have a problem. All right, it's now Tuesday. Yesterday I worked all day at the coffee shop, and today I'm working all day on content. I have to prioritize. I have a lot of contracts this month, which is really cool. I just blocked out my schedule for the next 2 weeks, and I have so much, I have to do everything according to the schedule that I've set, because otherwise my time will be getting kind of crunchy. So I am shooting this morning for this pair of boots that I'm wearing, and I'm going to just basically do a day in my life for that. So I've got to go to a few different locations and shoot them. I'm going to try and get more than just POV shots. I'm trying to get shots of myself, which means that I'll have to set my phone up on a tripod. So I'm trying to find the places that I can go and do that without drawing attention to myself, because vlogging POV is one thing, but filming yourself is, even at this point, still entirely another thing. Also, I just let my car heat up for 5 minutes before I got in it. I just got hit with the feeling of winter, and it's only 50 degrees outside right now, but I was able to wear a sweater, so I'm excited about that. I'm trying to do a day in my life that also illustrates the versatility of this particular shoe. So I'm doing a day in my life where I'm gonna go grab coffee. I'm gonna go to my garden, which is still growing something. We're gonna go to my favorite river spot because these shoes are waterproof, and then we're gonna go to a few other places on the square downtown, walking, cute, historic, scenic, all that kind of stuff. This is gonna be a blind reveal because I do not know what, if anything, is still growing in my garden. I scattered some seeds for this last month, so let's see if there's anything in there. Okay. Oh, see, these have not grown much more than the last time I was here a couple weeks ago. What I'm most fascinated by is this one carrot that has somehow stuck it out the whole time. All of my other carrots died, and I want to pick him. I want to pick this guy because he's so big now, but I'm scared because I'm afraid it's not done growing. Okay, I elected not to pick the carrot because I checked it a little bit, and it does not look like there's a lot of carrot under there. So I'm going to give it as long as I possibly can and see if I can grow one carrot this entire growing season. Also, I want to show you my favorite part of this community garden, which is this view of this. We have these in-between things in Tennessee, and I don't know if it's offensive to call it a mountain, offensive to mountains, but look at this view regardless. I feel like this is the most outdoorsy I've ever looked in a vlog ever. Okay, the coffee shop I was going to go to film is closed because for as many times as I go to all these coffee shops and as familiar as I am with my city, I keep forgetting which things open on Wednesdays. So I'm trying to figure out which coffee shop I'm going to go to instead. Literally the only thing I miss about having a corporate job is having a straightforward explanation for what you do. I don't know how to describe what I do. And it's stupid, right? Because, it shouldn't be hard. I should just be able to say I make content for brands. Why do I feel like I have to go into, really detailed descriptions of what I'm? The barista owner of the coffee shop asked what I was doing today. I'm shooting these boots currently right now, but then later I have to edit a bunch then I also have social media management clients. Why did I say that? I could have just said I was running errands. I know that comes from my insecurity, but I should be secure in it. I'm making money with content. That's what I've always wanted to do. Now I need to go find a good, empty, cute, whimsical street to shoot, just a few walking shots. I just kind of want shots of me walking with the coffee. I think that would be cute. I just finished shooting at one of my social media management clients. This has become my routine kind of on the days that I go shoot here is I I will go to a coffee shop afterwards and just like knock out a lot of work for like 3 hours or so. So that is what I'm doing today. I don't know why I sounded so sad when I said that. That's what I'm doing today. So I'm going to go get coffee and I'm going to just write some scripts and plan out the rest of the shoots. Okay, it is such a dreary, perfect fall day, which I love. So I just worked at the coffee shop for a few hours, loved getting to just have enough stuff to work on at a coffee shop again, honestly. When I was in college, I did that, but then post-corporate job for a while there, didn't have enough to work on at a coffee shop really for like hours. There wasn't like enough to sit at my laptop and do. I donated some things. Also got some fall accessories. I need to style my house a little more autumn for one of the videos that I'm doing. They just asked that it be fall themed, and I have a lot of Halloween decorations, but not expressly autumn decorations. So I'm going to show you what I got. But first, I know that you want to see my third place winning pumpkin from the pumpkin carving competition. She's a little saggy now, but like look at her, she's so cute. Has little stars. Yeah, she's looking a little rough now since we are 2 weeks past when I carved her. But here are the things that I got today. I stopped by a store that's one of my favorites called Needle and Grain. They have lots of cute little home goods, accessories, and things. I'm sending a card to my grandfather this week. They didn't have as many thinking of you cards as I thought they would, so I landed on a Columbia-centric postcard, which I did think was really cute, or this one. And I don't know yet which one I'm going to use, but that'll really just depend on in the moment when I write the card. So for this autumn kind of shoot, I wanted to do stuff that was not too tacky. So I just got a couple things. This garland, which felt just kind of good and universal, like I could figure out something to do or somewhere to add this in the background. Don't You Love High said I didn't want anything tacky, and then I pulled out like the biggest plastic garland you've ever seen. This is a candle holder. I need to get some tapered candles, probably like in a dark color. So I got this, and then I got his sister. I got this one as well. So I'm gonna get some taper candles to put in there. I also grabbed this because I think I might have like a autumn tablescape situation or put it on like the coffee table. Again, just little touches. I don't want it to be overwhelming. This can't be happening already. It's a pretty huge shoot day. I am going to go get a drink because this is the part in the morning where I have a client that I shoot at like 8:30 in the morning, and every time I get to the building I realize that I have had no water for the morning. Of course I'm not getting water, I'm getting a coffee. So I'm gonna go over to Bradley Mountain and get a coffee because I have 2 hours in which to shoot this pair of boots that I'm wearing. I have 3 outfits. I have my shooting locations in mind. It's kind of like a very like city walking down the street situation. The only problem is it's like 60 degrees outside already. It was cold and then it got warm again, and all of my outfits are like decidedly like warm outfits. But I'm gonna try so hard to get all this done, and I'm gonna have to change in my car, which is also always a fun time. I'm gonna get everything done. I've been consistently getting everything on my lists done by the end of the day. Now, is that end of day like 9 p.m? Yes. Is my house a mess? Also yes. Just realized this is like the longest straw I've ever seen in my life. This is a sweet corn latte, which I had only started seeing online for matcha recently, just before they released this drink for the season, and I can't explain why it's so good. I really don't know, because it really does taste like you're just drinking corn in the best way possible. Good morning. I've been thinking about this banana matcha since I woke up because I realized that we had really old bananas. I posted my first whitelisted ad this morning, which feels very surreal, even though it's not like a huge deal. It's just like a whitelisted ad with a company, which just means that they wanted to run an ad through my account with the content that I made them, which makes it look more authentic. It's a little more engaging. I did a lot of work yesterday, so I don't have as much to do today, which is good because I need to finish cleaning the house because my mom is coming tomorrow. This is what's on my to-do list. I need to make a content calendar for one of my clients. I need to do revisions for another client, and I need to edit one video for a third client. If you're paying attention, you'll notice we also just picked up this blue velvet couch. I really like it. It was free. It's in really good condition, and it's also a pull-out couch, which means that my guest room finally has a bed. Previously, I was letting the guests stay on an air mattress, which may or may not have had more support, but it's ugly. And this is cute. I got this just in time for my mom to sleep on. Hopefully she likes it. And then Kendall and Nick will come visit in December and they get to sleep on it too. I've been looking for seating for this room for so long. It is a little cramped because I still have my piano on that wall and then my desk obviously on this wall. It also just literally occurred to me in this moment that I can't play my piano if I want to sit at it. I might do some rearranging later. I like the couch a lot. I've been wanting seating in this room. Mostly I was going to get like a big chair, but this works better for guest purposes. I really don't need to get distracted by this right now because I really need to get into my work. But technically the piano would fit right here, which is perpendicular to my desk, and I would free up that space, which would also free me up to move the desk over a little bit. I'm going to do that real quick. So here's what's happened. I realized that my piano can fit on this wall. My desk is right here. I can move the couch over. So that's what's happening. I'm moving the piano. You can only win so much in this scenario where I have 3 large pieces of furniture in a very small room. So this is a half finished painting that has been here for 2 years. It's meant to have a quote. Still looks really cramped on camera. Why do I want to catty corner the couch? I feel like I know that's a bad idea. No, that does not work. Wait, maybe I do put the couch on this wall. I was thinking... How long is the couch? I'm measuring a bunch of things now that I should have measured when I got it. Oh, it's longer than my measuring tape. Now my desk would fit there, but it'll be a cold day in you know where before I sit with my back to a window on a desk. I feel like I just had a manic episode. The piano overlap is bugging the crap out of me. Nowhere to put the desk, there's nowhere to put the piano. This is my office and my music room at the end of the day. So pull out the couch and see if it even works. I would ever wish a closet just didn't exist because there's a closet on that wall and that's what's keeping the piano from being pushed over. And if I could just push the piano over a little bit, we'd be golden. I need to stop complaining about this. I can't do those things, so I'm going to just keep going. Okay, good news. There's plenty of room for the bed. The piano is now on this wall. I have found the perfect formula. It only took me an hour. I have just enough space to open the bed. My desk is right here on the shelf, the Peter Pan shelf wall, and then the piano is overlapping with the desk just a little bit, but that's way more fine because I'm not using this side of the desk typically anyway. I just didn't think that, I thought this would block the couch, but I realized if I moved it over here, I could center the couch to the window, which was the biggest thing bugging me in the moment. This doesn't feel as bleak as I thought because I get to look at all of my Peter Pan copies, which I don't often get to look at. I'm making lasagna soup. It's 5 o'clock, but it looks like it's 11. I supposed to have worship rehearsal tonight and it got canceled, which I can't say I'm that mad about because I have a few more emails to send. I don't know if the reason that I'm getting less feedback is because people are already like locked in for the holiday season with their content, or just because I'm pitching to companies that aren't gonna work out. So I'm gonna just keep sending emails. I'm making lasagna soup because I realized I had the spicy sausage that I needed for it because I was gifted it by a company in Pulaski, which is like an hour away. I went to an Experience Tennessee mixer and I won it. It's November 12th, but I've had my house fully decorated for a week. I'm on my way to family Thanksgiving, which is just like an hour and a half away. We're doing a lake house Thanksgiving this season, and I have overpacked massively. It's not normally this bad, but the problem is when you're driving somewhere and it's not that far, your car just mentally becomes your suitcase. I fear it's pretty bad. I have several pairs of shoes. I have lots of sweaters. I have Christmas sweaters because the town that we're in is doing their tree lighting on Friday. And so I think we're going to go to it. I have like kitchen stuff because we're cooking stuff at the Airbnb. I have my guitar because one of my sisters asked if we could do like just like some song, like sing along kind of stuff, like fun vibes. I brought painting stuff because the scenery is really pretty. I brought watercolors. I do have two weekender bags for like a 3-day trip. So right now I'm picking up pecan pies from a local bakery that we're gonna have for Thanksgiving, and I'm also gonna get a coffee for the road. I picked up a pistachio latte, a croissant at the bakery that I was picking up my pies from. But I think I have everything I need. And probably a lot of things that I don't need. It's taller than you.
Huh?
You're wrong.
Yeah, this was not a good one.
Well, they wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't look at me.
He wasn't looking at me either.
I was ready to go faster.
What song is this? Linger
Now
by
play. Now play. I miss those days. Stay away. No, that was Royal Lotus.
whole time I was just thinking, instead of.
My brother is the only person crazy enough to go out on the water with me, because he also wanted to go out on the water. It's 30 degrees. I'm about to go pump up my board. Our goal is to make it over to the... I almost slipped and died. The goal is to make it over to the island. There's an island over this way. We're gonna try it, and it's like right there. We can see it. This is no colder than the day that I went out on the river a couple weeks ago, so I'm feeling good about it.
That was definitely somebody's Eagle Scout project. Not terrible. A can of Raid in here though.
What? They said in case of bugs.
Thank them, because I'm telling you, this event could not be done.
It feels like autumn is very actively ending outside. Like the last few days, I can watch, like watching leaves just fall off of my main tree, which I only have one in my yard. So it's very sad when the leaves start to fall. Speaking of cooler weather, I got so many good sweaters this past week, thrifted. So I have to show them to you. There was a thrift crawl in our town. And then yesterday I got the itch to just go to like the big thrift store, like a Goodwill, but it's not. It's like another one. And just like do a dig. I found like 3 solid, like really good, like wool sweaters. So of course they're all hand washed because they're all wool. And then they're all shape and lay flat to dry. So I didn't have a lot of places to put them. So they're all like all over my kitchen right now. Anyway, I'm going to go grab them and show them to you. This one's 100% wool. It's from a brand called Flinders Island Fleece, which I haven't really heard of. And I was unsure about the colors, okay? We were all... Everyone is going to look really yellow because my lamp is right there. It's like a very soft, like sage green, and then a light pink, which is very Eastery, and it's, I admit, not very much my normal vibe, but it was such an interesting design, and I love that it's 100% wool, so I got it because it was like $8. This one is so hefty, and it's handmade, no tag, just a good cream sweater. I thrifted this yesterday when I was digging through like a normal thrift store, so it's an extra amount of satisfaction to get this one. I also found this cardigan. This is 70% lamb's wool and 70% lamb's wool, 20% Angora rabbit fur. This is still dripping. 10% nylon. Loving like creams and browns right now, so I was really excited about this one. This is a brand called Robert Bruce, and it is just classic. I love her. It's just like also 100% wool, or part wool. I think it's like 70%. Lastly, I got this Heather and Tweed brand 100% lamb's wool, beautiful blue. Again, it's gonna look yellow because of my lamp, and I got it in case it would fit Caleb because it's an extra large, but it wasn't long enough for him, so it's mine now. So yeah, I just love that. Oh, there's a bonus sweater. I'm always wanting to add to my Christmas sweater collection, and I used to have a bunch of the cheaper ones, and now I'm working on the really, really good, like hand knitted, beautiful Christmas sweaters, adding those to my collection. So Ava had this one the other day. Look at the cute little horse and the carriage. Good morning. It's December. It is my birthday week. It's a very dreary day, which is honestly my favorite type of winter day because it looks like the threat of snow, even though I know fully well that it will not be snowing today. I'm trying to jinx it so it does snow. It's all part of the plan. We went to the lake with my family for Thanksgiving last week, as you saw. Everything's got like a layer of chaotic because there's so many of us all the time with my family, but it was as peaceful as we could have gotten away with, you know? Last night we decorated the coffee shop for Christmas, and one of my 17-year-old coworkers has purchased an Amazon piercing gun. And so naturally we all got second piercings. I feel like 10 times cooler. I got my ears pierced when I was like 13. So it's been like a good 15 years since I've had them pierced. And I've thought about a second, like for a hot minute, like a couple years. Lots going on. I need to respond to a bunch of emails this morning, and I have 3 contracts in progress right now, which is awesome. And then I'm going to send a bunch more pitches out today because I just have not been as on top of that. Like in October, I think I sent like 1,000 pitches at least. And in November, it was like half that. So I'm going to be sending some emails this morning. I have not touched my car. It's been 4 days since we got back from the lake at this point, and my back seat is still full of stuff. So I also have to deal with that. My plan right now, in case for those curious, I need to start some laundry before I do this. I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to read a day of, or actually 2 days, because it's December 2nd now. This is a book my mom bought me when she came to visit me last month, and it's by Malcolm Guite, which if you haven't heard of him, he's a really incredible poet. He curated this book for Advent, so it has a poem for each day. They're not all his. There's some are other people's. So I'm going to read 2 of those and text my mom about it, because we each got a copy of this book. I have realized about myself, especially freelancing, that I have to give myself permission to prioritize like emails when there's still a mess in the house, because if I focus on the mess in the house first, there's always going to be more to do and it's always going to take longer. And so I just have to like knock out my freelance stuff first and then give myself a section of the day to knock out the house stuff as well. Much like knowing that a school break is the next day, my birthday's tomorrow and my brain has just totally shut off. I was trying to do some work at home this morning, but I need to go pick up my cake anyway. And so I was just feeling very absent-minded. And it's been really close to snowing all week, but it hasn't, which is driving me insane. Very dreary and cold. And all I want to do is dig through some thrifted clothing. I'm trying not to spend that much money on thrifting today because I'm going to go to my favorite vintage shop tomorrow for my birthday. I do have a gift card to another thrift store, so I'm coming to that one today to see what I can find. Then I'm going to go pick up my cake. I went thrifting. I went and picked up my cake. I got a monster sandwich. This is the Hunter Gatherer, which was the sandwich of the day at Prevail Bakehouse. Starting with this bad boy. This looks like every sweater that I've been seeing on social media thrifted lately. I'm gonna level with you. I have so many sweaters, but I do not have any, I don't know what you call this, but it's this texture. So good, so thick, 100% cotton. Not really a blue gray gown normally, but something about them together. And I love like the line at the collar. It's so good. I love it's not too long. This is not nearly as exciting, but I did find this black vest, which was just like kind of a good all-purpose sweater vest. I like that it's a V-neck. I will be so honest with you. This sweater is so scratchy. I believe it's handmade. Pretty sure it's handmade. It also feels like you're wearing it backwards no matter what side you wear it on. I decided to bring it home. I'm gonna like do some research and see if there's something I can do to stretch it out a little bit. And I also don't even know what yarn it's made out of, but it's just like a really nice like it looks so pretty. So I'm gonna see what I can do with it. This last thing I looked at 3 times before I picked it up because I was like, I don't need another coat. This is a Julia Klein. I love the texture on it. It's like that speckled gray. It is 100% wool. And I love the shape of it other than these. It has monster shoulder pads. So that is an obstacle or not, depending on how you look at it. I look at it as somewhat of an obstacle as someone who already has broad shoulders. I don't need that assistance. So I'm probably going to cut these out. Sometimes I leave the shoulder pads and things, but these are also just like the biggest ones I've seen in forever. I probably will cut these out because I kind of want that slouchy jacket look. I'm going to go eat my sandwich, and then I'm going to send some pitches. Now that I've been outside, I feel a little more productive. And the house is clean, ready for Kendall and Nick to get here. I picked up my cake. I'll show you later what I decided to put on it. It's just something I saw online that's really stupid, but I think it's so funny.
Can I be in it? It's a gym. It's a gym. I didn't get a chance to look at it. Honestly, what I thought it said. With so many things.
We've been watching that show lately. What is it? Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Hello, post-birthday activities. We did so many things and I'm now so worn out, and then I opened at the coffee shop this morning, so I'm about to take a nap, but I'm probably going to end this out here. Also, this is now, like, the whole couch in here is now, like, Christmas central. Officially, no one's allowed in here because I have all of the presents splayed across the room. So, at some point this week, I need to wrap presents.